Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, if you can tell behind me, we've got nothing but rainy weather. So we did manage to sneak out, got a few things done while the weather was still good, and I'll take you around in the rain, show you what we've been up to. Alright guys, back here behind me you can see the garden down there in the distance. So we're going to get down there, we'll take a look around at some of the projects that Tina and I have had going while the sun was shining. And we'll wander around the yard, we'll throw an umbrella over the camera here, get down there, we'll show you what we've got going on. Alright guys, I guess we're not a real YouTuber unless we can film in the rain. So I am holding a camera tripod and an umbrella in one hand together, working the camera with the other hand, and we're gonna get out here and see what kind of trouble we can find. Yesterday I was out, I got the main garden turned. To give you an idea of the size of it here, it's not a real big garden. It's maybe, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 passes with the tiller. So that's 35 feet, it's a 5-foot tiller. So 35 feet, we'll say it's 65, 70 feet long. And this is the main garden you'll see us growing here. These are the leftover onions you saw the other day while this was still covered in our ground cover for the winter. But we got this turned, the soil looks really good. We've got our samples taken, we'll send that off for soil testing. Always a good idea and well worth the $7. But wanted to give you an idea, show you this garden here. We'll go see what else we can find. All right, we're out here beside the raised bed garden. And look at this destruction out here in the yard. That is the result of weed pulling. Everybody asks us how we keep the beds so nice and clean. Well guys, there's no secret to it, it's just elbow grease. So what happened was the garlic came up last fall, and this spring, since these are lower beds, we've had some grass creep into the beds between the garlic. So the garlic got weeded out, but that represents a couple hours of good hard solid work. But the beds don't clean themselves guys, and we do a lot of stuff off camera, but we want you to know we don't get away. There's no magical land here where the plants grow without weeds. I'll show you, there are tons of weeds. We throw them out here in the yard, we run over them with the lawnmower, and we have short memories because we know as soon as you get it weeded, it'll need weeded again. So just thought we'd show you that we don't live in fairy tale land. Things grow weeds here too. All right, we're down here at the other end of the garlic, and we had one of our viewers ask the other day, actually it was Kevin from Hidden Heights Farm. If you guys don't know him, we hope you'll go over there and check his channel out. But Kevin had asked us about our peas, and he wasn't sure where we grew them. I thought I'd take this quick shot here. These are our 2 pea boxes. They're on either side of the archway here, but they're about 40 inches by 40 inches. And we put these wire hoops in. The wire hoops are just over 18 inches high, 1 in each box. But we plant our peas in there. I think when I was out here the other day, they weren't quite up yet, but if you look real close, you may see a nose or 2 in there now. And again, I'll apologize, I'm working under an umbrella and I can hear the rain hitting it. I hope you guys can, but I hope it's also not too bad. So we'll go on, we'll keep looking and see what else we can find. All right, moved on down here a little bit, and I kind of want to give you a look around and let you see we're getting the boxes dressed up. And what we're doing is we're topping them off with the super soil and stuff. So, but we'll give you a little lay of it here. And there's the garlic you just saw. Both ends are the same. And then we got our smoker here. We can't wait to get that fired up. But we'll just kind of give you a look down through here. Most people see it covered in greenery. You don't really see it like this. These are the onion beds you saw us put in the other day. If you haven't seen that video, hope you'll check that out. But that's about, let's see, each bed's 110 inches long, and there's 650 onions in there. Somebody wanted to count real close. There are 11 onions across, 59 rows or 59 onions long. So well, that's a 649, and we stuck one in there just to be funny and make it 650. So that's the onion beds. We'll go find something else to get into. All right, guys. Hopefully on the surface of the water here, you can see I'm out here in the rain still. But we're down here at the creek, and you can see that we have a problem. And what is a YouTube channel without drama? Apparently that's the big thing here lately. We have dramas of our own here on the homestead. We have a beaver. He likes to come down here and block off our creek. You can see where part of the creek bank has eroded with the recent flooding. So if you can see that big hole over there, that used to be packed full of green sticks, and that was his winter storage. He stored his food up in there. He stripped the bark off of it and had a quick eat. They really like the bark, but they saved the green sticks and they eat those through the winter. But the bank erosion exposed the end of his winter stores. But he had a little dam built across here, and then you can see where the creek's widened out and deepened up. What they do is they lay sticks across, and then they back up, and with their back feet they plow backwards. They plow the dirt up onto the sticks, and that's how they build their dams. But it also creates an upstream deep hole for them to swim around and play in. So you can see that he's got him a little hole here where it widens up, then it gets thinner and stuff as it goes on upstream. But he's come down here right to the middle of my backyard, built him a little dam right here. We've tore out pieces of it, kind of daring him to come back. Let's see, there's some of the sticks and stuff we tore out, and we let the dirt and stuff wash on down the creek. But that's some of his handiwork there. And we'll scan over here on the bank. And chewed off trees are some of his handiwork too. Now he's fine. We don't really mind him, and you'll see we've tolerated him some over the years. But I'm not sure if you can see there in the background. He started taking out some of our larger trees. You can see laying over there on their siding stuff. That's that we can't have. We planted those trees ourselves 7-8 years ago, and he keeps tearing them out. So we're gonna end up having to trap him out of here this year. And I'm sorry if some of y'all don't agree with that. He is being very destructive here on our property, and we got to keep an eye on him. So we've got our own drama, so stay tuned. We'll see what happens with the beaver. All right, guys, I'll make just a quick stop here. This is the corn patch, and I just had a chance to pass over it once. Got in there, and well, we always till in 2 directions, so I passed over it twice. But got it tilled and then tilled again. And then what we did, we knew this rain was coming, so I ran back over it with the tractor tires and packed it back down. We don't worry too much about hard panning here. I can always till deeper than the tractor can pack it. So we're not no-till. I don't mind tilling the ground up. But we got our cover crops turned in, and we had some old chicken bedding and stuff like that from over the winter that got turned in. We're gonna let this cool down a little bit, and then we'll get it stirred back up. We don't really worry about the nitrogen being too hot in this one. We're growing corn in this bed. This is our sweet corn bed, so it can take the nitrogen and more. So give you a perspective, there's the end of the raised bed garden, so it's just a short swing over. And this is the corn patch. So we've got it turned, and then we pack it. We knew this rain was coming, so we want it to shed water. We don't want it to, if we till it and then let it rain on it, it just becomes a real deep mud hole. So we go ahead and pack it so we can get right back on it as soon as it dries out. So that's the corn patch. We'll find something else to look at. All right, guys, we'll take a little walk down through here. A lot of people are still running across the flood video, and they don't know that the water's receded. Well, it has. We still have a lot of debris. It's piled up on this fence. But I'd like to get down through here and just take a walk and show you guys that even through the debris, the daffodils and stuff are still trying to show their heads, and the world still continues on. So we've got flowers in the middle of destruction, and they go on and on and on all the way down that fence line. But just know there's no nothing lost in the flood. We just had a little mess to clean up, and the homestead goes on and it still looks pretty, and we still look forward to getting out here this spring. So no worries, no concerns. And if you saw the flood video, if I've misled you in any way, I apologize. We have a water mitigation plan. It handles that flood water very well, and we're just left cleaning up the debris it leaves behind. So you probably see quite a bit of it loaded up there on the creek bank, but we'll get that out of here and we'll get things cleaned up, and we look forward to getting going again this spring. All right, here's a quick shot. One of the questions we got was, where's Miss Tina's sweet potato bed? I kind of left it out of the last video, so there it is. It's still covered in cover crop. So we'll get that turned in, and then we'll get this bed ready to go when it's time for the sweet potatoes. But we haven't got rid of it, and it could probably use a new fresh coat of paint, but it's still here, and we're still looking forward to growing some sweet potatoes this year. All right, guys, we'll get over here and we'll take us a look at Tina's pond here in the rain. It's really really pretty when you can get a chance to see the rain falling on the water. But we won't hang over here too long. Not a lot to see. But I can see on the far bank, if your eyes are real good, you see a couple of dark patches right at the water level, and that means we've got some muskrats in here, which means I got another project to work on. So, but this is Tina's pond. Just thought we'd step over here while it was raining. It's really pretty seeing the water hit the surface, but we'll go over here and find something else to get into. All right, guys, we're over here on the other side of the fence from the corn patch, and a lot of you guys are familiar with our other raised beds down there, seen us pull carrots and stuff out of there. Our tomato patch, we're getting ready to fire up, but our newest project will be right here on the end of the tomatoes. And it's probably about a 12 by 12 patch we've tore up here. We ordered some asparagus that we need to get in early this spring, so I'm going to be building a box, and it'll be a new project we got going on, but I'm not sure how much of it'll get filmed. But we're going to put us in an asparagus bed there. For years we've grown asparagus in the last two boxes at the far end of that row. They're 3 by 5 boxes, and they just don't produce the amount of asparagus we want here on the homestead. So we're going to expand out and use this 12 by 12 area and see what we can do. And I will probably, around the edges of the bed, use that as our wild garlic planting area. So we had some leftover garlic up there on the porch. This is probably where we'll end up incorporating it. So stand by, and we'll keep you updated on that project. But I'm going to head up to the porch. Any of you know my health, I'm not supposed to be out here in this rain and humidity, so I need to get up out of here, and we're going to wrap this video up and just call it an update. All right, guys, back up here on the porch, and I know that probably wasn't the most exciting walk around, but that's what we got to work with here in the rain. We'll wander around with an umbrella, just do the best we can. So we appreciate you guys coming by the channel. We hope you enjoyed the update. We'll get back out here when the sun's shining. We've got a lot of projects underway. We'll get that asparagus planted. We'll get that tomato bed cleaned up. Got a few more things to plant in the raised beds here as the weather gets warmer and warmer. So we hope you'll follow along. We'll do our best to pass along what information we can. And if you have any questions, leave them down there in the comments. We always enjoy hearing from you guys. If you would, smash that thumbs up button. That tells YouTube to show our videos to more people, and that's how we get out and reach people. So we really appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by the homestead. We'll catch you in the next one.